Hi everyone, it's Steelbook Steve. Going to do a Steelbook unboxing and review of the latest Steelbook acquisition that I just got in the mail today, which is Spider-Man Homecoming from Filmarena. So here's the front cover. I was lucky enough to get one of the three possible variants. This one here has got the Vulture on the front, cardboard slip, and if we look closely, there is some embossing on the character. You can kind of catch it on the light there, all this great detail of embossing. This is, again, FAC Filmarena collection number 89, and this is the one of a possible, I think it was three variants. There's the side, and then you've got some embossing on the name itself. So this is Spider-Man Homecoming. Here's the bottom reflector. I got 195 of 500. So only 500 of these were produced. Lucky enough to grab one of these on sale. So here's the back side of this. So there's my collectible card, 195 of 500, and there's a bit more, like I said before, a bit of embossing, texturing on Spider-Man himself. So again, Filmarena, one of my favorite companies that make steelbooks just because of the quality. I mean, everything is really high res, highly detailed. They take their time with their art, with the collectibles, and with the steelbook itself. So let's take a look and see if they continue to maintain their high level of excellence, in my opinion. Let's see. Let's open this up. As always, you know how I do. I kind of create that little flap so I can slip everything back in without damaging the cardboard box and keeping everything in place. We'll get this guy out in a second. So there it is. All right, we'll put the box back here, and let's take a look at the book. Ooh, very cool. Again, paper supple, rich, great coloration there of the book itself. It's got like a kind of a light blue, and it gets kind of dark right there. Spider-Man Homecoming, very cool. By the way, if you haven't seen this film, it's a fun film. It's a great film. Wow, amazing film right there of Spider-Man. Great colors. Look at that, the sharpness, the detail there. Very cool. I always love the images they choose, Filmarena, just because they're so dynamic. They're so interesting. They almost tell a story in them of themselves. You know, all the major characters get some play. There's the Shocker, right? Cool little nod to comic book fans. Flash, they kind of changed him up. All right, behind the scenes kind of views of Spider-Man. Very nice. Director there, makeup, nice. These are really cool images. Kind of gives you a, there's Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. So again, the images, the quality is just amazing. Paper quality is really high end. Pictures are rich in color. Saturations are perfect. That's a great image, by the way. There he is in Washington, D.C., and the pictures are just amazing. The costume looks so cool. Very nice touch. Gives it a very classic feel. If you thought the same Raimi Spider-Man was classic, I think this one kind of really harkens back to the original, what was it called? Amazing Fantasy, I think it was. Number 15 was when he debuted. So check out some more images there. Just amazing. Behind the scenes. Very cool. That's a nice one. I like that one right there. The Spidey suit. There he is. Just great images overall. So there's the front. There's the back of the entire booklet. Very nice. Well done. Filmarena, as usual. Now we'll get to the steelbook itself. So this one has a lenticular cover. I love it. It's got the front of Spider-Man and the back of Spider-Man. So a nice little touch there, I think. If you're a fan of the costume, you got to see the contrast of the red and the blue. In the back, we've got Iron Man and what I think to be Vulture on the other end. So let's open it up. Let's see what we got on both ends here. So, this steelbook was released by, it was a worldwide release that had like a, animated or drawn in Spider-Man. Then you had the worldwide release that kind of looked like this, right? A lot of countries released that one. Then Nova Media, or not Nova Media, but Kimchi released theirs as well, one of three versions. I have one of them. And then Filmarena released one of three. And then Blue Fans also released theirs. So it depends on your preference. My preference is always Filmarena. So here's the front. Great looking image of Spider-Man. You can see some embossing there. There's a border, but it is embossed. Title is embossed. Let me see if I can get a good shot of this. So you can kind of see where the embossing is, where it lies. So there's Spider-Man, the title itself, certain parts of Spider-Man, and certain parts of Vulture, all embossed. The image is alright. I mean, it looks kind of almost drawn, almost. You know, like almost like a comic book version of it. And here's the back. And then Iron Man looks a little lost in terms of color saturation. Looks almost in the shadows there. I would have preferred something a little bit more interesting and dynamic, and I mean, not that it's not dynamic, but just a little bit more, I would say, higher quality almost, right? It looks almost like, you know, he's in shadow. I mean, that's not the reflection or anything like that. It's just an image of him in shadow, which I don't really, you know, Vulture's already in the shadow. I would have liked Iron Man's brighter costume there, so I'm not too thrilled with the back there, and the front's okay. Here's the interior. You've got disc 1, disc 2. All the special features ported over all over countries. It's region free. Same thing with the 3D version that we're seeing here. And I like the interior art right there where he's chilling. He's relaxing. You know, that was, I think, part of the poster campaign, if you guys remember when the poster was out. So that's a cool one, making use of the long format of the Steelbook. So let's take a look at the goodies it came with and see what's going on here. So if we look at the postcards, wow, great quality on the paper, thick paper stock, color saturation is just amazing. If I zoom it in real quick, you can kind of see just how beautiful, how crisp the city is, how clear Spider-Man is. Just an awesome picture. And then, oh, we got a goodie on the back right here. Oh, actually, this is the back, this is the front. So very cool picture. I haven't seen that picture before, so that's a nice little one of Peter Parker unmasked. What else do we have here? So the other thing that we have here, him just kind of like out and about without the costume, pretty lean. He made a great Peter Parker, by the way. Kind of exemplified his age. There's another one right there with the mask. Great looking shot. Another one here without the mask, so we know he played Spider-Man, I guess. That's a cool one there as well. I like the blur of the train in the background. This is kind of interesting. I haven't seen this one before. These are all like unique images. I haven't seen them before anywhere else. Here he's kind of like spray painting a little spider, I guess. Very cool. I like that. Very unique images. I think this is all for promotional purposes, probably. Very cool image there. And this one here with Spider-Man's colors. Oh, this one's pretty cool. Everything's kind of popping. Great color use. And then we've got these little art cards here as well. So let's kind of dig into these and see what we got here. So if we look at them, I think these are the back. Kind of cool little thing right there. I like that contrast of the superhero with a high school backpack. So let's kind of see what we got here. Let's flip them over real quick and see. So we've got, I think, all the major characters. Very nice. Cool little image of each one of them. That is an odd wardrobe choice, but all right. Let's see, here's this one here. Here's Peter Parker, right? Very cool images. There's May Parker, Aunt May. I love that image of Tony Stark. Ned. Very cool. Shocker, like we said before. And then Vulture. So all the major characters get a little play on the cards. Overall, it's a pretty cool release. I enjoyed it big time. Like I said, it's a fun movie. There are multiple releases you can choose from. The Worldwide Steelbook, I think there was one version of that. There's another Worldwide Steelbook as well. The Blue Fans, the Filmarena, or the Kimchi. So that's it for Steelbook Steve. Thanks so much.